You know, I find some peace in origami in this crazy, violent world, and this creature is particularly soothing. So next thing to do would be to make a mark, and the way to do this is to fold to the diagonal like this, but don't crease all the way, just kind of gauge where the mark would be like this on the side. So yeah, maybe hard to see, but it's there. And what you want to do is to fold like this on this mark, basically. Yeah, something like this. I don't think it needs to be exact, actually. You can use the other side to make sure that that this fold is more or less exact. The fold needs to be exact, but the mark approximate. Yeah, so now we have two lines intersecting. We have the diagonal, and now we have this line intersecting. You know, it's it's not in the center, as you can see. And so what we want to do is find that intersection here and make a perpendicular line going through something like this. Yeah, that's good enough. Also make sure that on the sides lines up edge onto itself. Yeah, these beginning creases for me are the most difficult. Okay, now, so we have this point of intersection. We want to now make a mountain fold here, which is the same thing as turning the paper upside down and actually doing a valley fold on different sides. Okay, so here you may recognize this is kind of like a crease pattern for a preliminary base fold. And when you fold it like this, it will look similar but not the same, because now you have this little square, and that by itself to me is quite nice, because I like geometric stuff. Now the next thing to do would be to fold this edge to the center line, the vertical center line. And repeat on the other side. And we are doing this in order to make an inside reverse fold. So this maybe you have folded a crane before. Oh, it doesn't look very doesn't look same on the top here, which means I'm not folding exactly, but oh well. Yeah, so if you folded the crane, you may recognize this fold, because here what we want to do is take this corner and actually sink it inside in here. But you know, let's let's do something else. Let's, before we do that, make that crease a little bit more loose by doing this. Okay, so same thing here, just basically inverting this crease to make it looser on the other side. So now we can sync the right part, and I mean, I just like to open it up and sync it like this, and then sync it like this. Okay. Actually, I think I meant for it, the puppy to be yellow and the nose to be blue, but it's, I think it's gonna turn out to be the opposite way. Oh well. Okay, so lesson learned, right? So the next thing to do, okay, so this will be like the head of the puppy. The next thing to do would be actually to make the nose of the puppy, and to make the nose I'm going to take this back here actually, and I will fold, okay, if this is the center of the square, I don't know, I guess I can fold a little bit more, something like this. Yeah, this is, I haven't worked out the proportion here, but this will give you a nose like that. Okay, so now we just repeat the same inside reverse fold for the sides of the head. So see, now you have a nose on that puppy. Now let's make the body of the puppy. By, you see this point right here? What you want to do is make a crease line that goes parallel to the center line through this point here. Yeah, I just do this by eye usually. I just go something like this. By eye, right? And crease. And then do the same thing on the other side. You know, as I make that fold, I just see how this line is going, and try to make it parallel. And crease. So now we're going to repeat the same step as we did on the side of the head, namely to fold this in, but actually not all the way, because already we will have a side of the body which will be basically an isosceles triangle with a right angle in here. I know it's a little bit abstract, but I like it. And same thing on this side, on the left side of the body. We have this crease in the right orientation, but this one needs to be inverted. That's going to be the front, the edge of the front paw. Okay, so now you can already see, it's pretty difficult to show from the top, but you can already see the puppy. So let's just take these points here and give it a tail by connecting these points with a a valley fold, and we can leave the tail as is, or we can make it a more a fancier tail. I can show how to make a fancier tail too. Let's see, how did I make it? Best thing is to unfold this. Oh yeah, I see how I made it. Basically what I do here, now that I have this line, is that I can fold the edge to the line, I don't know how I made this thing, but something like that. Yeah. Yeah. You see? What's it called? I think it's called a rabbit's ear fold. Yeah. And here, in order to make that tail, what I need to do is, you see this little flap that formed? It's almost like a spike. I need to get in there somehow and squash it. Do you see it? I'm squashing it like that. It's not such a good squash, but not very exact, but you get the point. You squash the little tail. Now you have you have a little tail like that, and if you put like a peg, no, it's called yeah, clothes peg, I think it's called, like this overnight, it will hold the shape better. Yeah, it's hard to see on this background, so let me see if I can, let me pull. So now I put this here so you can see it better. Okay, so that's the tail, and this is the puppy like this. This has no eyes. I guess was just born or something. It doesn't look very even here, so I can see this is a little bit bigger than this, but okay, that's fine. Let's just give it some paws, and just one way to do it is just to yeah, fold that triangle up, and same thing here. This one is going to be smaller because I'm not an exact folder, right? At least today I'm not. Yeah, okay, so that's a puppy. Hello. This is the basic puppy. Now if we want to get a little bit fancier like the lion here, how can we do that? Yeah, I guess I'm not gonna show in this video because I don't even remember exactly the steps, but what you can see is that for this part here, that you need to just fold here and a little triangle on the top of the head, and then pull the layers to make this square, and something more, a little bit more involved here on the eyes, but yeah. Also the paws of the lion, you know, I folded it up and down, and that's how I have kind of the two claws or something like that. From the side also you can see a difference. The puppy in blue is a triangle. Well, this one has a sharper angle, And the way to do this is to take this fold and fold it this right here and pitch it and fold it over here, and there's a way to stabilize it, but I guess I can save it for another video. So for now there's this puppy, and no, that's too low for the puppy. Maybe it's that's better. Okay, very interesting from the back. What does that look like? I don't know. Alright, so it's been already 18 minutes. That's crazy. I should do this faster.